Hello and welcome back to my Garden of Tales. I'm Flower Girl J, and today's story is about two friends who send postcards to each other. It's called Toot and Puddle by Holly Hobbie and published by Little Brown Publishing. Toot and Puddle lived together in Woodcock Pocket. It was such a perfect place to be that Puddle never wanted to go anywhere else. Toot, on the other hand, loved to take trips. He had been to Cape Cod, the Grand Canyon, and the Redwood Forest. One day in January, Toot decided to set off on his biggest trip ever. He decided to see the world. "Do you want to come along?" he asked Puddle. "We could start with some place warm and wild." Puddle preferred to stay home. "I love snow," he thought. "Dear Puddle, I've made some new friends in Africa. It's winter. Getting boring?" Toot. Meanwhile, presenting Puddle at Pocket Pond. "Dear Puddle, Egypt is awesome. The pyramids are the greatest. Wish you could meet me at the oasis. Your friend Toot." March meant maple syrup. Puddle wished Toot were there to taste the pancakes. "Dear Puddle, can you believe I'm in the Solomon Islands? They're in the Pacific Ocean. I spend all day underwater. I love being in a school of fish. Has spring come yet? Your pal Toot." Yes, spring had arrived. Puddle had mud season. Yay, mud! I love mud. "Hi, Puds. Am I'm in India, or is this a dream? It's your birthday, May 3rd. Hope your party is the best. Friends forever, Toot." Back at Woodcock Pocket, "For he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow that nobody can deny." Dear Puddle, help! Mountain climbing is scarier than jumping out of a plane. Remember when I talked you into going parachuting? Your friend in the Alps, Toot. Puddle remembered. Dear Puddle, you would love Matador Camp. The bull's name is Danito. Bravo from Spain, Toot. In July, presenting Puddle and at Pocket Pond. Every time he jumped in, he cheered, "Ole!" Dear Puddle, August is cold in Antarctica, but I've made more friends here than anywhere yet. Are you going to the beach this year? I miss you. Do you miss me? Friends forever, Toot. Yes, Puddle missed his friend. Dear Pudsey, bonjour from Paris. Art is everywhere. Love is in the air. Au revoir, Toot. I love art, thought Puddle. Dearest Pudzio, Italy is heaven. It's one big treat. Your friend, Tuzio. Meanwhile, it was Halloween in Woodcock Pocket. Puddle decided to be horrifying. One morning in November, Toot woke up and thought, it's time to go home. Yay, Toot's coming! December called for celebration. Here's to all your adventures around the world, said Puddle. Here's to all your adventures right at home, said Toot. And here's to being together again, Toot and Puddle said at the same time. Toot was happy to be back in his own bed, and Puddle was happy too. I wonder if it will snow all night, Puddle said. I hope so, said Toot. Then we'll go sliding, said Puddle. And skiing, said Toot. Good night, Toot. Good night, Puddle. That was a great story. Have you ever traveled around the world? I've only traveled to Canada, but I've been a lot of places in the United States where I'm from. It's quite an adventure, but I think I'm more like Puddle. I I have most of my adventures at home. Where would you like to go? I know I've always wanted to go to Israel. Well, how about you? Let me know. Until next time, this is Flower Girl J saying, see you next time.